Okay, Cancer, this is your spiritual reading for the month of May. So, I'm running a deal this month. If you guys can get your views over 100, I'll give you guys a bonus love, sex, and romance reading. If you want a different reading than love, sex, and romance, just put it in the comments below, like work or general, whatever. But yeah, if you get the views over 100, I'll give a bonus reading for your sign. So, you know, like, share, send it outward to other people. Just trying to open up my viewing circle a little bit here, and if you could help me out with that, that'd be great. Okay. Cancer, here we go. First card from the Gaia deck here we have for you is number 2, the Maiden. And this is usually like the High Priestess. In this deck, it's a little more light, the energy. This woman's kind of frolicking in a light energy. Lots of symbolism. I feel like we're... it was funny because the mushrooms in the corner here, where her back is turned to, usually symbolizes spirituality to me. And they're going, we're overlooking this. We're overlooking this in a way. But our focus is on the rabbit. Things that are quick and fast. And so the sense that I'm getting is that either our life is at a fast pace, or there's things going on around us that are moving quickly. And this is kind of taking our attention away from... from our spirituality, or an inner-minded way of being, like kind of focusing on the outside things, which is good as well, but kind of omitting the spirituality. So we'll see where this goes from here. That's the first card. That's what I get from this, is we're kind of, there's something distracting us from our spiritual side, really. Okay, the next card we have is the Ace of Fire. And the Ace of Fire is really all about action and creativity, passions, right? Moving forward. This may be the little bunny we're looking at. We may be fired up by a passion here that is... it's interesting because they're giving me the high feeling that it's away from spiritual way of being. So we may have something here taking us in a direction that is either not spiritually minded or not balanced with our spiritual self. So we'll figure out where that sits as we go here, I think. The next card we get is 12, the Seneschal. This is kind of, how do you describe that energy? It's unique. It's like a guide, but a friend on the same level. But it's someone who has a lot of strength and loyalty to us. A guide that we don't put above us. We don't put on a pedestal. They are equal to us in a lot of ways. Someone we regard highly. There may be someone in your life in this way, coming in or in here. We are, For now, I'm just going to lay it with that energy. It's just someone here in our path. There's a high degree of loyalty with this person. This person may answer a lot of questions for us. We may be able to, this could be a friend, a lover, a family member. It could be, but it's someone that it kind of sits above everybody else, but we do not consider them above us. We consider them equals, but we learn a lot from them, is the sense that I'm getting from this card. And then, of course, the dog in the throat area there symbolizes that there is a loyalty. You know, I can speak with this person, and I feel a sense of, they said freedom along with the loyalty. So, a sense that you can be who you are in front of this person and not be offensive. Like, this is not going to offend them. they kind of like an unconditional loving kind of thing, or an unconditional friendship for sure. So let's go to the second row here and see what happens. Okay, so the Maiden energy, what do we get on top of that from the chakra deck? We get the Temperance. So yeah, this is this is what I was getting. Clarifies the whole situation. We're talking about turning our back on spirituality to look at things of a faster pace. The Temperance comes into a need to balance that out in our lives. Like we may be imbalanced in the way of inviting the spiritual side of life in. We may be more focused on the physical, which I think a lot of people are at this time. But I need to balance that in order to be more cohesive, more whole in the way of going forward with more peace of mind. That's and also they're saying, and able to gain answers. We may be imbalanced in a spiritual way, and this preventing us from seeing the answers that we're seeking. Okay. On top of the Ace of Wands here, or the Ace of Fire, we have the Hanged Woman. In this deck, there's a lot of, it's all women figures. So that speaks to a need for a different mental outlook, and also like the energies are supporting that we just don't have anything going on at this time in order for us to see things in a different way. We may have our life slow down right to a crawl. And it's interesting because in the first card there was the bunny, and I was like, the fast pace. So maybe you were someone who likes things to go at a fast pace and likes to be kept busy, likes to be kept moving. But at this time, and it is no coincidence, we are right down to a crawl. And the reason is, I think, one, to tap into our spirituality and notice the imbalance there. And two, is just to deal with our own life, period. Look at our life from a different perspective than we were when everything was running like rabbits, right? When we're running like rabbits through life, we don't have time to absorb what is truly going on. We're just on to the next thing, and we don't digest things, and this is the sense I'm getting. And not only that, the universe really wants you to find your passion. This is the Ace, right? The Ace of Fire is about going forward with a renewed sense of passion, in a new way, like an energetic, exciting way. And the Hangman is here, Hangwoman is here to help you do that. Help you notice that, and help you see that, and help you open up to new areas where we can indulge, make more time for this kind of thing. So on the Seneschal here, the 12 of Earth, what do we get? Ace of Coins, wow. So you have the Ace of Fire and the Ace of Coins, and this is about new directions. There may be something going on here in the way that the Ace of Coins is about materialism. It can be about job. It can be about how we earn our money. Things in the physical world that we want to go after. We may be seeking guidance on how to do this from that person that we trust and have a sense of loyalty to. Or the Seneschal, it could be, yeah, I'm going a guidance counselor, and they're like, not officially. But yes, someone who is very trustworthy in their words. They give words of trust and loyalty. They do not, and they do see from a higher sense of this person for their highest good. They try and come from there. Ultimately, we truly can't because we are not that person. But we can come from what they figure is for your highest good, right? And give you that opinion. A perspective changer is what they said. Someone who we can freely talk to that really does open our eyes to things that we just never had on our list of things to think about in the job front. So there may be someone coming towards you in that way. It may even be someone that we trust that offers us an opportunity in a new way of work, or a new way that, because I can't get rid of this passion card, a new way that we can indulge our passion in our work, which is great and wonderful. That's what they want you to do anyway. And the Cancer may not have been in this way. We may not have been at a job that completely engulfed us in relaying these passions, right? It wasn't passionful. I mean, not a lot of people are in jobs that are fulfilling their passionate side. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. This is my life. This is not what the cancer is. So someone is either turning you on to this, awakening you to this, or it could be your instinct altogether that is trying to open these doors for you in this way. But again, we have to strike that life-work balance, or spirituality work balance, in order to really truly see this as an opportunity, is the sense I'm getting. Sorry about my throat. Again, I go to do readings and suddenly my throat closes up. Okay, third row here with the wisdom. Mind my cat, she's always yapping. With the wisdom card on top of the temperance, we get 17, and this is about focus. Yeah, and I do feel, if we go back to the Maiden, I do feel our focus is a little off. But again, it's on things that we consider important. I feel it's on the physical world, material things, this kind of stuff. But they're saying, you know, we really have to balance that out with our spiritual selves. Well, how do we do that? We do that by tending to ourselves, spending more time by ourselves, with ourselves, and and eventually there's voices that come in, softer voices, right? When we slow things down, we don't miss all of the inspired thought that can hit you on the front porch when you're just sitting there watching the world go by. Those little gentle nudgings, those are the ones they want you to follow, or want you to at least think about and mull around in your head. Does that make you feel passionate when you think about this, that, and the other? And I do feel a side here where they want you to indulge more in your own things that make you happy. Like, I think we're okay in the area of what we need to do to earn money. But what do we need to do to make us happy in our spare time? You know, this can be hobbies or just anything that we're passionate about more than our job. If we're passionate about our job, that's great. But we also need spare time to be passionate about things that we want to be passionate about outside of all of this. And that's what I feel the imbalance is, because we really don't know what makes us happy outside of work and making money. We don't know. And this is what they want you to this is what they want you to temper in. They want you to, because the one cup on this side is empty, so they want you to fill it with something. And if we don't know what that is, then seek it out. Because our focus seems to be on the material realm. And again, a lot of people are needing to do this, but we need to balance that out with, to create this, you know, balanced self that they're trying to get everybody to. We got to balance that out with what we enjoy, rather than what we need to do. So the next row here, we have the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Woman. On top of that, we get the High Priestess of Spirit. Yeah. That's the sense. We may have deceased loved ones trying to contact us. We may also have, I know our guides are trying to connect to us, but we're too fast, too furious, going by. Life is going, we want life to be a blur. And we don't understand it's to our detriment, right? We feel like we may have an addictive quality to fast-paced life. And when we're slowing down, we don't know what to do with ourselves. And they're going, that's what we need to figure out. We need to figure out how to slow things down and how to find things in that slow pace that we enjoy. Like, you may not be of this age, but knitting, crocheting, these are things I kind of do when I don't know what to do with myself. I just sit down and then I crochet, because it just stops me from all the monkey mind, from all the whatever. There, you could have art as part of, you could have writing as part, you could enjoy music or play music or have an instrument. These are the things they want you to indulge in, these things that make your heart full. That make your, you know, what you may feel passionate about, Could be anything. It could be anything. Anything creative that gives a spark of life. That's what they want you to invest in. And there are I do get now deceased loved ones trying to connect to you, and they can't connect. They can't give you messages when you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You just can't get through to them, right? So there's messages wanting to come through, and that's what this card is saying to me. And the Hanged Woman, the universe is going, okay, let's stop everything around her, because she refuses, or he, look at me, right? Because she refuses, they're giving me a feminine, to stop and look at life. So this is what they want you to do. Well, this is what they're making you do, because they're stopping everything around you so you can do it. And if you don't invest in that, then you're just really going to lose out, because they want you to balance your life. Your life is imbalanced in a inappropriate work way, and they want you to to tap into something you love and enjoy and go there, and quit saying, well, if I had more time. No, you have time now. Like, let's make time. Let's do time. Like, let's go and go to our passion. This is what they're trying to do here. So there's maybe a stubborn energy of not wanting to do this because they feel like it's the wrong thing to do, or I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting. Next card, on top of the Ace of Coins, again, there may be an opportunity coming forth here. And the sense that they're giving me is we could have our cake and eat it too here. We may have an opening here where work or something that we get paid to do, an opportunity opens up where we can go in a way where our passions would be engaged, and also we can earn money, this kind of thing. And there may be someone of wisdom in this area saying, you know, you told me you like this. I heard that this person over here is looking for someone to help out, and they do this as well, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So it could be in an artistic or creative way, or just in a way that something that would, you know, it wouldn't seem like a job. It would seem like happy to go, right? Happy to do this. So on top of that Ace of Coins, new opportunities, we have Summon. Yeah, interesting. I had to tap into this a little bit. 13 is the number that reduces down to 4, or increases up to 4. That is about stability. Now we are trying to garner something here. This summoning is really, to me, speaks to an energy of, oh, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, I wish I could do. If you find yourself saying that a lot and feeling frustrated because things aren't going your way, one, I feel like our focus is in the wrong direction, meaning we are putting a lot of time and effort in an area that is not making us happy. But somewhere in our heart-centered way, we are trying to manifest or summon something that is more of in the way of passion, something more passionate for us. And I feel like that's trying to manifest. Okay? And the Ace of Coins is going, oh, it's here already. We just need to turn our focus away from the things that we're not enjoying and focus on the things that we could enjoy. And then all we have to do is hop over there like a bunny and get it. This is really what I'm feeling. And there may be a middleman in that. There may be someone that connects you to that. And through the Hangman I was getting, now, I think that's purple type energy, but I was getting a need to speak differently about our lives. So we may be kind of, how do you say, contradicting our mouth. Things that are coming out of our mouth are contradicting what we're trying to manifest, is what I'm getting. So be careful what we speak, because we're trying to mentally manifest, and we're very powerful, by the way. It's already here, is what they're telling me. We just have to be awoken to it, or it has to come up, or but our speech is kind of saying, well, kind of like, okay, say it's a job that we don't enjoy. We're not happy at our job, and we really, so we're talking smack about our job, you know, like it's not so, but again, what is the subject here? It's our job, and that's what we're focusing on. Negative or positive, it's the job. And instead of lifting all of that negativity and going, what would fulfill my passion? And going in that direction, start talking about that. You know what? Because I feel like once we start talking, word is on the street, right? Is going to get around, and then somebody's going to say, you know what? You were interested in this, that, and the other. I have a buddy that works in this, that, and the other, and, you know, maybe you could talk to him. I can give you his number, blah, blah, blah. And there's the opportunity. So anyway, that's the summoning. I feel like we're very powerful in our mind on summoning this, but our chatter is counterbalancing, meaning not able to let it manifest completely, though it is in the air. Like there's something there already that we can tap into, but our speech is disconnecting the connections, if that makes any sense here. Our focus is in a direction of negative is really what I get overall, no matter if we're talking about job or anything here. Our focus is on the negative. We gotta get off of that. Secondly, there's spiritual energies trying to get a hold of you to give you signs and synchronicities. We're not seeing it, they're just not seeing it. And that's the need to look at things in a different way. We really do need to look at things in a different way where we can accept these messages coming in. And also, we are very powerful, we can summon, but our frequency is very scattered. We're in our mind, we're negative and we're persistent in that, but in our mind we're also trying to manifest a positive thing, but we're talking about negative, and that's amplifying that energy, so we don't quite get our manifestation. We always keeping it at bay because our mind and our chatter is negative. So get off the negative train, and then we might see some success here. It's easier, it sounds easier than it is to actually do. So as we get into the divine energy here, on top of the focus card, what do we get? Yeah, the Ace of Swords. We got 3 aces here. There's a new beginning. There's a new way the universe wants you to see. And this is about truth, seeing the truth. And it may simply be that we need to change and we're not ready to change, so we don't want to see it. This may be what's going on here. Universe is going, are we happy? That's number one. And all else don't matter. Because if we're not happy at our job, at our life, at our work, at our, not job, life, work. Job and work are the same. If we're not happy at our job, we're not happy in our life, we're not happy in our relationship, something's got to change here. Ace of Swords, there's a web here that we have weaved. We see the truth. We know the truth. All we have to do is use what we have to cut it away and go in a direction that we feel more driven to go. We feel more passionate. That's it. That's all. That's what it's about. That's what life's about. Go to your passion. Okay, so I'm not going to dog on that. On the Hanged Woman and the Ace of Wands here, of fire, the High Priestess of Spirit, again, energies, past loved ones. I do feel there are literally past people, people that have passed in this person's life that were near and dear to them are really trying to get through it this time to nudge them in the right way, and it's almost like we're just blocking it out. Now, on top of the High Priestess of Spirit, we have the Six of Swords, and that's this woman. She's escaped from a castle because she was oppressed in this castle, overburdened, and also felt caged. So she took her and her son. They went off, and they're going to go seek a new happy life away from the kingdom. So this is the Six of Swords, is going from where we were controlled or manipulated or whatever it may be, a place where we just weren't happy. And we're going to go and seek the energy of what it is that is happy. And this is where our passion lies. So this is right down the middle, and this is what it will come down to, is like, there's no passion here anymore. I need to go where my passion is. And one, we need to discover where that is so we know where to go. And then we're going to go. And it does seem like the energy's there for you to do that. Again, it exists, but we just got to take that leap to go in that way. Now, on the summoning of energy, again, I feel like there's a discord because we want to summon a positive, passionate future, but we're talking and focusing on the negative, and that is kind of canceling everything. It's not we're not making any headway there. On top of the summoning, we get the Four Cups. Ooh, interesting. Four Cups here. Very complex card. We have this woman. She's looking at these gold statues of, you know, pheasants and peacocks. Very pretty and beautiful to her. They look good, but they're not real. They're just ceramic or glass or whatever. Meanwhile, behind her, there's a real live bird that is singing words of love or song of love that can heal her heart. And the sense is that she's focusing on these pretty things and not really focusing on the one thing that could actually heal her. And this is the sense too, by the way. The whole reading kind of ties it up, because it's like we're focused on the physical side of things and not paying attention to our spiritual side. And the spiritual side is wanting to awaken you to your passion so that you can go there and be happy. And this is really what it's all about here for the Cancer. Okay? So yeah, again, our focus is in the wrong direction is the sense I'm getting. So, on top of the Ace of Swords from the Messenger deck, we get number 17, heed your dreams. So we may be getting high instinct coming from our dreams. Maybe getting dreams that are literally telling us what to do, where to go, where our happy is. What is up in there? Analyze the shit out and you'll come up with something. I feel like it may be just really obvious. You know, we may be dreaming about a person, a job, being in a scenario that just really makes us happy in the dream time. So they're giving it to you there so that you can manifest it in your reality. Go after it in your reality. Sorry, I'm wheezing. So yeah, heed your dreams. There's a lot of information there is pertinent to getting to our passion, really. So the next row speaks to the Six of Swords, which is about moving away from things that are of an unpleasant nature to us. It's just no longer doing us any good and no longer are our passion engaged in this area. We get see yourself in nature. Yeah, if that ain't nature, I don't know what is. Yeah, because the mother and son here, or daughter, they're moving through a river to try and get to the other side. And this guy here, he's all in the woods and whatnot. So the sense here too is just to maybe take a break from the rat race here and kind of go out in nature. There's camping or something like this. Like, get away from it all and kind of de-stress. Because I really do feel like the Cancer can really get caught up in an addictive quality of that fast rat race. Like, they get in there and they kind of feel like buzzing is the way that we go. And the universe kind of wants you to feel that life, the slow down balance. We don't have to, you know, slow right down and stay there. We can go back to our busy, but have times where we, you know, tune out of all of that fast-paced stuff and tap into, you know, that sensitive side to life, really. Okay. Next row. On the Four Cups, again, our focus being on pretty things or things the sense they're giving me really is that there's someone that is hidden from us, and the reason they're hidden is because we're focused in a direction that I don't know. I don't want to overpower the energy. Like, I was going to say that is no good for us. And they're going, no, it's not that it's no good. It's just that at this time, it's not going to bring out our passion. And we need to go there. And that's what it is we're distracted from this quite highly by something else. Now, on top of that, we get number 2, be patient. So there's a need to be patient with ourselves as we go along this path here. I think maybe not realizing a lot of what is connected to the reasons why we're not getting what we want. And it really is the Cancer that's getting in their own way here. I hate that word, that phrase, but this is what it is. We're not slowing down long enough to soak up life and all it has to offer, for one. If we did this, we would find our passion and we could go in that way. Secondly, we have a mindset here that prevents us from manifesting things that are already here, they said. It's not like we have to create everything, and it doesn't matter. All we have to do is focus in that one direction positively, and we can get there. But we may have our attention on something that's just really not going to give back to us. And we need to be patient while this comes in. Be patient with ourselves, forgiving with ourselves. And again, if you're reading this, or if you're hearing this reading, you can work on the fact of negativity of the mind, because that's really what I see a block being. We have a negative mindset or speech set. We may have something in our mind that's really the direction we want to go, but we have a negativity about it that is overruling. It's canceling it out. So we're just constantly thinking about it but not getting anywhere because we're speaking in a negative way about it. But our mind is trying to keep it positive, but it cancels. So we just don't get. But the thing is, be patient, and also get rid of the excess energy going in a direction that's not good, that's not fruitful, basically. Okay, so heed your dreams. When we go back to the first row here, the above card we get is the Magician. Yeah. Insightful, skillful, yeah, because we have a manifesting card here, this summon of energy. And this is also another manifesting card. We do have the power to get to where we want. We're just kind of mixed up in our energy field. Again, being too busy, maybe, to sit and focus and realize, where is our head really at here? We may have a monkey mind going on, and it's just not helping us, trying to manifest things. So there's a need to sit and figure that out. We really have to recognize that first before we can fix it. Because if we don't recognize it, we don't know it's a problem that needs to be fixed, so we need to do that. That's really what it is. So the Magician's saying, we got the power, we just need to sit long enough to figure it out, and then we got to take the steps we need to take. Because I feel it'd be obvious if we just sit long enough to figure it out. Not distract ourselves with everything else but, right? So see yourself in nature. What do we get there? We get the 5 of Fire. This is Jupiter. Connecting with the energies. This is about lucky breaks and good fortune. Connecting, right? That energy is going right through him and straight down into the earth. I do feel that's the energies wanting to connect with you. Wanting to bring you this. Again, we might have to clean up our mindset in order to because I feel like that's really the only thing being glared at me, is there's a mindset here we almost don't know we have. Because one part of our mind is going, yeah, I want to manifest this, and wouldn't it be great? The dream mind. And then there's the logical grounded mind, which you really can't have when you're trying to manifest. You really have to kind of go up in there a little further and say, yeah, I can have it. Even though it's not here, I can have it. And that's the discrepancy here between getting. But this is in the middle, this is in the center, and this is the energy that wants to come forth universally to show you. So I feel like somehow we are going to get a lucky break here, and something's going to crack and open this up. Okay? It relates to Jupiter, lucky breaks and good fortune. This is really the energy of the universe hitting this person and going right back into the earth. They want to connect with you on the way to grounding out. The energy of, fulfilling the passion and whatnot. And as much as you're trying to connect back up, we really just have to clean up the mind in order to make that connection stick, really. Yeah, so there's a lucky break that's going to come universally. I think they're going to come 55% here, I think. Just to open that field up and go, okay, this is what it's like if we clean up our mind, this is what it's like. And somehow they're going to kind of overrule that and get you that connection to something. But we're still going to have to put in some effort here to to solidify it in some kind of way. The mental mind is what I'm getting. Yeah, we either have monkey mind to get over, we gotta slow that down, and instead of being, you know, doing 100K on the freeway, we have to be doing 40 on a country road. This is really the way that I'm getting. If this is our mind, we got to slow it down. If it's our life, we got to slow it down. Whatever it is, it's kind of, I feel it again, the cancer's kind of in an addictive quality with speed in their life. They feel like they have to have it in order to feel valid, in order to feel, and there may be a need to get underneath that as well. But anyway, on top of the be patient, again, be patient with ourselves, be patient with this time that we have, and utilize it for self-discovery and what it is, because really what they're wanting you to hone in on is your passion. What brings out passion in you, in your love life, in your work, in your general life overall? What brings passion? What are things that you are passionate about? This is what they want you to do. Look into, find out, blah, blah, blah. If you don't know, then dip into things and find out what makes you feel good. On top of be patient, the above card is the Seven of Water, talking about justice. Yeah. Life balance is really what they're trying to get in key here. We have the Temperance from the beginning, 14, and then the Seven of Water in this deck really comes down to a balancing of energies, again, to make sure that our life and work and, you know, love, whatever, is all in balance. And this is not so, I feel highly not so, but unaware to the Cancer that it's a problem that they have to deal with. Why do I have to deal with that? I don't know what I feel passionate, but you know, but this is what the universe is trying to get you to realize at this point. Now, if we don't realize it at this point, it really will be more of a hindrance down the road to try and squeeze this in. They're slowing your life right down everywhere so that we can look in these areas and do this. And if we go with flow and realize this at this time, then things will, when the pace picks up, things will be so easy. We'll just go in ways that are more passionate and it'll just be easy. But if we don't figure it out, then we're going to have blockages and trip ups along the way, this kind of thing. Down the road, it's going to be harder, or we're going to feel more panicky, or we're going to not have a smooth transition out of this period, is the sense. So the justice too is that don't worry about, you know, doing something wrong either, because we really will be guided in ways that will be good for our soul, no matter. But passion, find your passion and go there. That's really what they want you to do. They want everybody to do that, but the Cancer's not really seeing the importance of this, and they're wanting you to see that. So that's what this time here is for, this month. This is what they're wanting to highlight spiritually. Okay, so bumper cards. I always have to look at this box because I can never remember. It's the Power of Surrender cards. For some reason, the surrender, it just blocks out of my memory. Power of Surrender card for Cancer. Obsessive thinking. Wow, what do you know? It ties the whole reading up. If you're obsessing about a person, situation, turn the dilemma over to spirits. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Give it up, right? Yeah, and I think there's a lot of obsessive energy that they really, on the surface, you look at them and you go, oh yeah, they're cool, calm, and collected. But it's like they have to be rolling in this fast-paced world in order to, and I feel like that's the obsessiveness I'm getting here. It's like we have to keep up with the Joneses, and they've gotten so used to that quick pace that they don't know how to slow down. And not only that, it feels uncomfortable when they do. And they're like, no, we need to enjoy our time away and da-da-da. So, surrender obsessive thinking. It will help bring you clarity and solve problems. Yeah, so that's your surrender card. Now, let me get my glasses here. I have an angel card as well. See how well they've been pretty keyed in. All these these end cards are pretty keyed into the rest of the reading. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Zaphiel. Meditation. Yeah, well, that's a swear word to the Cancer, right? Because that is literally everything that they're allergic to. Sitting still and being calm. Like, this is not the Cancer. That I'm picking up the energy of anyway. The Eye of God and meditation. Okay, I'm going to look this up here. Zaphiel. I don't know. These are crazy words here. I have a feeling a lot of those letters are just silent. There's Kiel and meditation. There it is. Okay. Let's read. Okay. So this allows God to observe the world through the presence. She's referred to as the Eye of God. It appears in readings to recommend that you spend time in retreat, meditating on the compassionate, unconditional love of divinity. The cycle you're going through currently requires the balancing of conscious mind that meditation brings. And that is really what I'm getting through the whole thing, is we need to balance. And it's that mind is going off in directions here that are distracting to where our passion lies and wants to lead us. So yeah, very key. So in an adjusted vibrational state, you are able to access the messages or answered prayers that it delivers. Give your attention to the knowledge you receive. It might be that you need to see people who are currently in your life from a different viewpoint, with the infinitely compassionate eyes of God, and use that knowledge to help people love each other from that perspective. You might also be guided to contemplate the qualities of the Celestial Mother or Divine Feminine as another aspect of the divinity's creative energy. The meditation on the feminine will provide balance and deepen your knowledge of infinite wisdom. At this time, it asks that you quieten your mind and receive messages that are unique to you but also of service to humanity. It relates to the planet of Saturn, which is associated with focus and discipline, security and safety. Its energy is slow, Cancer, and enduring. Use this energy to create crystal clear intentions and hold yourself accountable for them. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of energy behind that last phrase, holding yourself accountable for decisions. We may take a lot of other people's opinions and put them in as our own when we don't truly know how we feel about things. So be aware of that. Like, that's another thing meditation can bring you. Bring you the time to mull things over and go, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Or, sit with somebody else's opinion quietly and go, okay, they do this. How do I think that would turn out? How do I feel about that? Would that be something that would make me happy? And go down that road and go, yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think it would in the long term. It might make me happy right away, but it may not down the road. And the realizations start coming, right? They fall into place. And then it becomes more easy to see where you need to go and what you need to do. And not only that, where your passions lie. Okay, so meditation. And that don't have to be sitting there in, lotus pose, whatever. That just needs to be time to yourself where you're sitting with nothing as an agenda, and you just kind of watching things float by in your brain. What's coming up? And you can be in judgment. When we're going through the rat race, we're not in judgment. Everything's just floating around in there and nobody's paying attention. So when you're in meditative mode, you're kind of paying attention to that. Trying to get rid of all of that. But we're never going to be successful in that, getting rid of all that stuff. But the more that you go in there, the less, the more you monitor it, the less that shouting in there. I don't know if that's getting across. But anyway, fortune card. Fortune card we have is flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. They want you to be fulfilled emotionally. If you don't know where your passion lies, you need to at least figure that out and dream about what it is that would make you happy, and then let the universe try and deliver that to you on the grounded earth. Because it's the translation, right? So we got to clear up our head of the negative thinking, and we really got to clear up our field of anything negative that's in it. And if we can do that, then we're on the way to having a direct connection without any barriers. And then we go, yeah, then we can figure out more from our heart, right? Because if we have crap running around in our mind, there's that, okay? That has to be cleaned up. So we have to sit quietly and kind of notice what's going on in our mind so we can change it and rework it and reprogram. So there's that. Then there's our physical world. If we got a lot of crap there, we got to clean that up as well. You have people coming at us with negative energy, da-da-da. That has to go. That has to go. And if we're procrastinating, whatever, that's going to not help us find our passion until we get rid of all of that as well. The negativity from outside of us, that has to go. And some people don't see that as essential, but it is. So be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours, but we have to put some work in order to gain progress in the physical world. I feel like there are things here waiting to be attracted, but because we're in a negative universe, we can't attract it. It's a negative and a positive. It's not going to match. So we have to clean up our universe, and then it'll attract. So really, the universe kind of knows your passion, but because we're in a negative mode or in a negative environment, it won't come to us. Okay? So hopefully that translated. Cancer, it's there. We just got to kind of do a little work to get in attraction of it. Alrighty. So that's your reading. Again, if you want a bonus love sex reading, help me out by getting the views above 100, and I will do a bonus reading. So send the videos out, to people, to other cancers, or to other people, so that you widen my circle a little bit. I'm trying to just open my circle. That would help me out, get more viewers. And once you get over 100 likes, then or not 100 likes, but 100 views, then I will get in there and I'll put out another video for you for the month. Okay, so till next time, take care, have fun, and be kind. You're not far from where you need to be here. We just got to clean up our zone, and it's our zone, so we're in charge, and we should be able to do it. We just got to be alerted to it, and that's hopefully what I did here today. So take care, have fun, and be kind, Cancer. We'll talk to you next month.